want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about crypto almost daily. Jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, daily chart. Got a lot to talk about here. So notice how previously the inverse head and shoulders. So you have shoulder, head, shoulder, right? You get a break of the neckline, which happened here. And then you got to move to the upper trend line, which is now a bear flag. Now we've got this double bottom that it's real easy to see this when you go down on the RSI. There's a school of traders that even they don't really consider the patterns very relevant on the price action. They pay attention more to the RSI. So we'll look at the RSI real quick. You can see you had rising wedge, break to the downside, rising wedge, break to the downside, rising wedge, break to the downside. Now, double bottom. Are things trying to reverse and change? That's the question. So if you go to the daily chart, you see rising wedge, break to the downside. Here, you've got rising wedge, break to the downside, right? So next rising wedge, if you drew it as the RSI would have you, you essentially had this rising wedge break to the downside. Now double bottom. Now the double bottom still falls into the idea where this is a bear flag, but the bulls need to regain this red line of resistance for any upside. And so really it comes down to the same thing, nothing new, right? Same plan. Plan A breakout of this falling wedge. You're going to go long on altcoins. There's definitely room for another drive lower. And you do see that move to the downside. Obviously you're short in altcoins, and then you're looking to add to your bags on maybe a double bottom down here would be a good reversal idea, right? You got a double bottom here. You know, is this a reversal that we need to see Bitcoin upside, or are we going to go down one level lower? Which, I mean, definitely is possible. So the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. So you can see Bitcoin previously was in this falling wedge that we talked about. You have a 68% chance that it breaks to the upside, and it did. And then it was at this overhead resistance and did regain and retest bullishly. And then it got pushed back hard. So you got a hard bearish pullback. And what happened? I looked immediately, I went to ES1 and I saw this same exact thing. And this is good because I want to see confluence between these. It gives me an edge. It gives me a huge edge. And so now it's like, hey, we're watching the ES1 to see what stocks do. And we've got a busy week of stocks and stock news coming. And so we're going to pay attention to that through the week as well. So again, the ES1 is just another way to get an advantage over the rest of the market participants who do not use or are not familiar with how to do so. So you're all, again, this is player versus player. This is you versus everybody else. This is not a team sport. You're trying to take everybody else's money before they take yours. So the measured move of this pattern is up here at 16,935. So if you took the, again, measured move based on this idea of the breakout, right? The point of the breakout, you had volume too. So again, the measured move is right here. You want to talk about any type of bullish upside breakout ideas, you need to break and flip this level. Until that happens, we're not talking about that. This is Bitcoin CME futures. Futures are open. This is good. It just gives me another edge. So you see Bitcoin's at the red level. We'll call it the red level of resistance. You can see previous rejections, support bounces, and here Bitcoin is right below the ceiling. Have to flip the ceiling in order to put in, you want to see $18,500 Bitcoin. You want to see a big move out of this market. You got to flip this level. It all starts here. The upside starts on the lower term timeframes, and that's where we're at. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This person's buying, actually he bought a brand new Chevy Silverado 2023 cash. First vehicle ever purchased, brand new, because of the mentorship he received in the group. This year, his goal is to join the 7-figure club. Very doable. Like, it's important to take advantage of 2023. I don't think we see bull market madness this year. Probably 24, definitely 25. Okay. But there's going to be so many run-ups that you'll have to take advantage of. These altcoins have been decimated, right? When this crypto market starts to take off again, the altcoins with any type of viable use case, or the team didn't disappear, or they didn't rug pull, like, these coins can bounce significantly. You'll hit 2, 3, 4x. Remember, I could quit working in a bear market. Like, you get these on Neo. I 3x Neo on you guys. Like, this gets so much easier when you get the upside. Right now, tomorrow, potentially the day after, next 48 hours, I'm definitely looking for a move out of Bitcoin. But understand that people join the trading group. This person, he's got 4 businesses. He's 29 years old. He's really not gaining any traction within any of his businesses. And then he started trading crypto. And he's got consistent profits weekly. This person, he said, I just was sitting on the sidelines waiting, and I made a nice $5,000 profit this week. Again, Banger Central. We have the best admins, strongest group you've ever seen. We find the best setups, and we teach you how to trade this market, period. I'm going to do one more day. This is one more 24 hours, period. You get $200 off and 60% off if you're a new member. And then if you renew early, last day, you get $100 off 6 months or 12 months. You renew early. Had so many people rejoining the group, coming back to where the money is made. We're going to continue the discount. We're going to make sure you're in the best setups, period. Go over to my website, cryptorev.net. Join. If you have any questions about joining, send me an email, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. Blockchain comes out, and they're always a bearer of bad news. Bitcoin core developer Luke D said his PGP key was leaked. Never get one of those emails, supposed to be encrypted and has like a page of just random letters. So that's the PGP key. It was leaked, and it led to a hack of more than 200 Bitcoins. These are his Bitcoins. 3.5 million is not an easy hit to swallow. Some of them have been mixed. CZ said Binance is going to monitor and provide any help that he can. But again, he said, help, please. My Bitcoin is stolen. Remember, make sure and have your crypto. I've been actually using Ledger. I told you I was going to test out a bunch of wallets, and I have a bunch of wallets, and I definitely wasn't very impressed with the usability of the Ledger, but I'm familiar with it. There's a link in the description. It works fine. The Trezor, I got the Trezor, and again, it just seems, I haven't tested the Elipal Titan, and I haven't tested SafePal's hardware wallet yet. Okay, but those are coming. But I ordered about 5 of them using Ledgers just because it's been working fine. So Ledger, again, the only reason I had some difficulty is I've got a handful of Ledgers, and so the software isn't very friendly when you have multiple actual devices, and that's so far what I've seen from that. This is the Metaverse Bitcoin Index, and this is the weekly. If we zoom in on this, shout out to Trip that made this. So his idea is the Metaverse is seeing 100% pullback. All the gains Metaverse tokens have gotten, they've given back. Now you've got a falling wedge here. Do you get a bounce? This would confirm that this would trend higher, and we would see this is Metaverse Index versus Bitcoin. So this would mean Metaverse would outperform Bitcoin, right? So, I mean, you could still be in a situation where Bitcoin's trending lower, Metaverse is maybe moving sideways or slightly higher, and you would see a bounce on this chart. So it's not the golden egg. We'd definitely be bullish for Metaverse projects if you saw this bounce. We're really good at finding the money flow in the group and on this channel. And one thing that's important is monitoring, you know, all these charts, so many charts to watch, and just to get any type of hint of upside from one group of altcoins. And then you'll see, again, we nailed the DeFi run. We nailed Metaverse before anybody knew what Sand and Mana were even talking about. Like, we nail the bangers, period. This is Vitalik. He's pumping Solana. He says, some smart people tell me there is an earnest, smart developer community in Solana. And now that the awful, opportunistic money people have been washed out, the chain has a bright future. Hard for me to tell from the outside, but I hope the community gets its fair chance to thrive. This was stated here, and Solana's seen a bounce. Short squeeze potentially as well, because a lot of people were shorting Solana based on the FTX and Alameda garbage that was been going on. So again, Vitalik putting his opinion out there. Look at Bitcoin, the prices year after year. The only way you lose in this market is if you quit. The upside's coming. The upside is coming. If you're still holding Bitcoin, then that you should have sold at higher prices, it's not worth as much as it used to be. Now it will be. I'm definitely confident that Bitcoin's designed to go parabolic because of the halving, and you'll definitely see higher prices over time without question, in my opinion. Very bullish on Bitcoin long term right now. I don't have enough information. I mean, it's in a falling wedge, bear flag. There's definitely room for a move to the downside. Let's see what happens this week with some news we're about to go over in just a second. The bottom line is, 9 years ago, you had $771 Bitcoin. Then it was and this is on about the first of the year. Then you had $314 Bitcoin. So again, it dropped in half in a year, and then up 50% to 434. And then it doubled up to about $1,000. I started buying Bitcoin at about $1,000. Then you saw $13,000 Bitcoin, $3,800 Bitcoin, $7,200 Bitcoin, $29,000 Bitcoin. 1 year ago, you were at $47,000 Bitcoin. So obviously there's been people over the year that have had tremendous losses, and they aren't with us anymore. And so I think it's really important to understand that the game never ends unless you give up. Okay, and so I really want to keep you in the game and keep pushing you, because I'm telling you, the upside is coming. Right, we just got through over a year's worth of downside, and now at least sideways price action. Sure, you might get another panic sell-off and then sideways price action, but the upside is coming this year. Cameron Winklevoss, in an open letter to Barry Silbert, and Cameron Winklevoss is on Twitter like, hey dude, you have $900 million of our customers' funds. Like, where's it at? Oh, we never miss an interest payment. We've never done anything wrong. The next loan maturity is May the 20th of 23. And again, I think we're going to see the next drama unfold with Barry Silbert and the Winklevoss twins, who own Gemini. So I see Gemini's Cameron Winklevoss slams crypto exec Barry Silbert over frozen funds. Gemini lent user funds to Silbert's troubled Genesis brokerage. Winklevoss says DCG used the money from Genesis for other purposes. And so there's a couple things going on here, and it's important to understand that you just don't know what you're going to get in this market. And if you send your money to somebody else, don't expect to get it back. A lot of these loans and high interest paying ideas, they sound great. And like, so close. I was so close to locking some things up. And luckily I didn't. And I was just happy with having the security of having my coins on hardware wallets. On sort of using and trading crypto is the exchanges are a necessary evil, right? But it's also great to have a hardware wallet. Again, there's a link in the description if you want to get a ledger. That's been working fine for me. Only reason, like I said, I had some hiccups was because I have a whole handful of them, and it's XY. So I think this calls the Bitcoin move, right? You've got this downtrend, downtrend. And right now you've got a descending triangle, and this thing breaks to the downside. You lose the support, and this downtrend continues. And I think you get weakness out of the dollar, and it helps crypto. If this thing bounces and breaks out, I think crypto and stocks fall lower. Total 2, you have total 2, and it looks like a breakout, but there's no volume. I drew this falling wedge, and we talked about the dump level, and that's really what I'm paying attention to mostly, is does the total market cap of all the altcoins dump below this level, which would mean major breakdown of this cup and handle that's inverted, which would mean significant downside, 13% downside out of all the large cap cryptos, altcoins, in not a good situation. Live with the ES1, again, getting very hard rejection. This resistance, we talked about it multiple times. Resistance, resistance. Here you got resistance, tactically resistance. Here it's support, here it's support. Well, if the ES1 can't break through this and this thing dumps, not a good sign for stocks. Stocks take a hit, crypto. Again, Bitcoin right here, you got this huge rejection. Now trying to hold on the 200 on the 1 hour time frame and put in some higher prices. But I'm looking for the relation between stocks and crypto because it gives me a huge edge. And so that's one of, I think, my biggest trading strategies, that there's points where it's a lot stronger and works a lot better, and these are tied together. But I think the real trading comes this week. And so the real traders are going to wake up or come back to work, really back to the office. All the major corporations, the big money, the whales come back to work, and they start to trade this market, and we start to see the moves out of crypto and stocks. If you guys like the content that I record on a daily basis, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.